Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a little bit since I've put up a video. I'm a little behind, but I wanted to throw up a quick video, talk about how things have been going, where I'm at with my Enclomiphine, and if there's been any changes. So, I think it's officially been a month. I don't know the exact date that I started, but I'm pretty sure it's been 4 weeks since I posted my last video, and I'd started a few days before that. So I'm definitely at least at 1 month on Enclomiphine. So far, things are going pretty well. Previously, I'd said that my weight had been coming down, which was true at the time. Back up, I'm like 217 today, which is a high weigh-in for me. I was at 212. A lot of that being because for my birthday, I'm now 33, but we went out of town for a few days, ate a ton of food, drank a bunch of wine, and had a pretty good time. And then coming back home, sometimes it's hard to kick out of those habits. So was eating what we had left from all the stuff we took with us. So had a good vacation, or a quick few days away. Had a good birthday. So kind of getting back into the gym after a few days off. Gym's been feeling good. I did start a new program, which has been going pretty well. I've on day 4 of that program. Before that, I was running a program pretty consistently while I was on Clomid. I'd kind of paused that a little bit in between from going to Clomid and Enclomiphine, which was about a 6-month break. Not from the gym, from Clomid. I was going to the gym 5 days a week, which is my pretty standard practice at this point. But yeah, so I can't exactly remember the acronym, but I think it's like the PHUL program. It's a pretty popular one around like Reddit and stuff like that for kind of like power building, which is really where I like to spend a lot of my time. I like to lift heavy, but I also don't go too extreme in the powerlifting side. I am getting older. My joints are starting to hurt, especially my elbows and my wrists, particularly. But yeah, as long as I kind of fluctuate my workouts a bit, usually I can counteract some of that stuff. But yeah, Enclomiphine. All right, how's things been going? Actually very well. Libido, at least in the last couple weeks, have been better than it's been in about a year, which is wonderful. Things have been really good in that department. Workouts have been feeling pretty good. Every once in a while, I've been working out consistently for the last 7 years. So there's times where training's really fun, you're having a good time with it, and there's times where you just kind of go to the gym because you know you have to. That's kind of where I've been. Now that I'm on a program, I'm a little bit more excited to go to the gym. I do think programs help you progress more than anything else at all. I mean, being consistent is great, but if you consistently go to the gym and do what you want to do, you're probably not going to progress very much. You might maintain or go up a little bit, but unless you're running like a strict program, it seems like going to the gym just kind of, you know, it just becomes monotonous after a while. Those of you who are new to the gym probably don't feel that yet, because it's just exciting. I remember my first couple of years, I was going to the gym like 7 days a week, and I loved every moment of it. There's even a little while I was going 2 times a day. So after you've been in it for about 6-7 years, you really start to kind of slow down a bit. Actually, you make more progress. I've made more progress going to 5 days a week versus 6 or 7 days a week in the last couple of years. But I guess recovery and all that kind of stuff. I've had no bad side effects at this point from Enclomiphine, which is exciting. I've had no headaches from it. I would say I am no more tired. I would say maybe a little less tired than I was without it. I would say my sleep's pretty much on point. I've always been able to sleep pretty well straight through the night without much issues, unless there's something stressful going on. And like I alluded to a little bit, I have been going through a pretty stressful situation in my personal life, but you know, feeling pretty good about that. Feeling pretty good about most things these days, which is wonderful. I do notice, and even my wife notices, that I am much more up to doing things, especially in the last week or a couple of weeks since getting on Enclomiphine. There for about 6 months, and you know, before I even took Clomid, it was hard for me to want to go and do much of anything, and I procrastinated a lot of stuff, you know, yard work, all kinds of things, just because I just didn't really want to do anything. Now I'm finding I actually feel bad when I'm sitting on the couch or sitting around, like, playing online or something, I'm like, oh, I should get up and go outside. I should go up and go do something. And, I power washed my house, power washed my detached garage, where I work on 71 Chevelle that I have. I got the yard all taken care of, been doing a lot of chainsaw work. I have about 6 acres of property out here that keeps me very busy with an aging forest. I seem to have trees coming down multiple times a year, so that's been piling up over the last year, and I'm actually like attacking it now, which is pretty awesome. Feeling pretty good in that department. So let's see. So I guess no side effects at this point. Again, some have asked, and I talked about in previous videos, I'm not taking any AIs, no Remedex or anything like that at this point. I will be getting blood work in another probably 7 to 8 weeks. I think at the 12-week mark, I will be getting blood work done to see where everything sits, and from there we'll decide, if I need an AI or not. At this point, I don't have any side effects that would make me think that I do. I will say though, like, I know I went out for my birthday. We had a lot of good food for a few days, gained some weight, but I will say my hunger is like through the roof. And I did experience this a bit when on Clomid, but I am like constantly hungry, which is not super abnormal for me, but I will say it's a little more like when I gotta eat, I need to eat. I don't know if that has anything to do with the increased testosterone or the Enclomiphine or what it is, but definitely struggling now to put down the fork when I'm in the middle of eating. So just trying to focus on that. Meal prepping is really the biggest thing for me. It's just, prep a meal, eat it, and you're done. That's it. So yeah, I mean, other than that, things are going well. Probably give it another month or so before I start taking some measurements, especially now that I am actually on a workout program. And the way that I'm kind of running it, you're supposed to, like on a day, off a day, on a day, off a day. I think it's a 4-day program a week. I'll probably add in a 5th day, depending on how I'm feeling. It's kind of like an arm day, because I will say it's lacking a little bit in that department. But instead of going on a day, off a day, I work out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then typically I'll take Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off, unless I'm feeling good or I have a slow day at work and I can get out a little bit early, in which I'll throw in like some type of an arm day or something like that. So it's kind of how I'm running it. Sometimes it's nice for me to have like a couple or 3 days off in a row to fully recover before I go back in and attack it for a 4-day session. So yeah, other than that, things are going well. I'm optimistic at this point. At first I was pretty uncertain of how this would go. And at this point I'm feeling really good. Again, it wasn't until I hit my 3-month mark with Clomid that I started having AI issues that I could not get under control. And I personally, or I guess I should say estrogen issues. And to be honest, I don't think it was an estrogen related problem. As I've stated before, my estrogen, after we did get on AI, got it down to a normal range, exactly where I started, where it was there for another 3 months. Still was having tons of like libido issues and things like that. So I think it was side effects to the Clomid in general. I don't really know that it was an estrogen issue. So let's see I'm going to see how this is going. Hopefully, the next couple months will go as well as it did on my first 3 months of Clomid, and then I hope it continues that route. I really, if I can stay on this and not go to an actual TRT, that would be phenomenal, at least until, hopefully in my 40s. But we'll see how things progress from here. So again, if you're somebody out there who's on it, and I know there's been some of you in the comments who are currently taking Enclomiphine, please let me know how your journey's going at this point. Mine's going pretty phenomenal, so I'm excited, happy. I already put in a request for my prescription refill, and which is really nice with Peter MD. I'll say that you can put in like 6 weeks before you actually need it. With Hone, as like they would automatically do it, but like a week before you need it, which you're never going to get it in time. And so I think that prescription is actually coming Wednesday, even though I have like another 3 or 4 weeks left of my last prescription. So what's nice about that, you're never going to run out, and you never have to backtrack a little bit by having 3 or 4 days, sometimes a week without your medication. So I really like that and how Peter MD does it. Only downside is you do have to manually request your prescription each time it gets refilled. It's not an automatic process. So they could probably improve on that a little bit. So yeah, if you have any questions, just leave a comment below. I will do my best to answer as many of you as I can. Again, not recommending anybody do this without doctor support. Again, I'm going through a doctor. You should go through a doctor. Do not buy your Enclomiphine online. You will have bad side effects because you probably will be getting Clomid or something that we don't even know what it is. So be careful with that. You know, health first, obviously. But yeah, have a good rest of your day. I'll post another update video probably next Monday. Sooner if there's something that happens. As always, if I do have some side effect that comes up, some issue, whether it be or a good thing that happens that I want to tell you about, I'll make a video as soon as I can to address those types of things. So that's why this one's a little bit past the week mark, as I just haven't had anything bad to report, and it's just kind of been up and up from here. So yeah, talk with you later. Have a good one.